Okay. However, at the meeting, the question was posed whether the attempt to unseat Trustee Humpher was due at least in part to the illegal immigration ordinance which he co-sponsored.
You know, sir, once again, I mentioned this at the last meeting, and that is that this has nothing to do with illegal immigration. This has to do with a person who has been convicted of a crime. This has nothing to do with the illegal immigration issue. Paul Humpher was found guilty of beating his wife. That's what this is about. This has nothing to do with illegal immigration. So if you want to make this about illegal immigration, that's your choice, but I'm just saying it has nothing to do with that.
May I continue, sir?
You may continue.
Thank you. If I can remember where I was.
Well, you have it written down, so I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I wasn't keeping track with the pencil and the different words, sorry.
And President Sarto, I'm sure the time you just took does not come into his time
I will
either.
allow him to continue.
Okay. However, the person handing out the signs and giving instructions is a well-known supporter of the illegal aliens. Also attending the meeting were two area real estate brokers who over the years have made a good living selling homes to the population targeted by the proposed ordinance. One of them took the opportunity to speak against Trustee Humpher at the meeting. Did I mention that the man handing out the signs is or was involved in the home mortgage industry? Is it possible that the loss of personal income is the driving force behind?
You know, sir, I'm sorry, but you're totally off point on this issue. You're talking about illegal immigration. You're talking about mortgages. You're talking about Hispanics that are doing business in our community. I don't understand where you're going with this. Where are you going with it? Can you give me a synopsis?
I was in the middle of explaining this point when you interrupted me, sir.
Well, I'm just saying, what you're saying so far is totally off point, and
How can my
it's not
statement
allowed
be cohesive if you keep interrupting me?
because you're talking about something that is irrelevant to the topic. You're deflecting the issue. You're talking about something that has nothing to do with this case.
Excuse me, President
This
Sarto.
is supposed to be a statement, not a debate, sir.
Excuse me,
I-
President Sarto. What this man is doing is he is giving his opinion on something the same way Mr. Kaluzinski just got up and gave his opinion on the court proceedings.
I disagree.
Well,
because he was there at the court when he...
it doesn't matter.
And what he
If
said
he
wasn't
said, she
accurate.
said.
What
What he said wasn't
She
accurate.
said.
What does this man have to offer to this subject?
I thought we're not supposed to debate the.
Right.
Well, what I'm saying is it
during-
also is
as
supposed to
part
be
of the rules.
relevant to
Should
our...
we suspend the rules.
It's supposed to be
because-
relevant to our village business. This is not relevant to the village
It
business.
is relevant. He's talking about the removal of Trustee Humpher.
No, he's not. He's talking about immigration. This has nothing to do with removal of Trustee Humpher.
Well, it might if he ever got to finish it, Bill. You interrupt him every 5 sentences. Let the man
Trustee
talk.
Ritter, have you
No.
heard what this man is saying?
I'm trying to. You've interrupted him so many times I lost track of what he's saying.
Well, I am sorry, but I am not going to put up with people who are up here to make this into something it isn't. That is ridiculous, and we're not going to lower ourselves, hopefully, to that type of base type of rhetoric that these people are going to use to try to deflect the real issue in this case. Now, if you have something worthwhile to offer, please offer it now. And if not, then please sit down.
Would you like me to submit this in writing before we say it, so you can edit it?
No, I don't want to edit it. I just want you to understand that this is not about illegal immigration. We have made a point in this village that we are not talking about illegal immigration because this board has tabled that subject. We're not talking about illegal immigration, okay? So if you have anything else to say that's relevant, go ahead.
I guess that'll be judged when you judge it, if it's relevant or not.
Well, does it have to do with illegal immigrants?
What it had to do was the person handing out the signs and the persons that were speaking.
And do you know they were illegal immigrants?
You keep cutting him off.
Well, I'm just saying, what is this man talking about? I don't get it.
Let him finish so we know.
Well,
Friend Rhodes,
I have no idea what he's talking
isn't
about.
the
The rules of
public
decorum.
comments are supposed to be not debated? Is that not the rules
Yes.
of decorum? So they're to make their statement whether we.
And they're
agree or
also
disagree.
supposed to be within the confines of village business. I have not heard one thing coming out of this man's mouth that has anything to do with village business.
He was
Maybe if
making
you
a
listen,
comment
there might
pertaining
be.
to our village board meeting, the last meeting. So that is village business if it was at the last board meeting. He's trying to understand what was going on and why it was allowed. I believe that that's where he's going.
Well, I don't believe
Trying to
that's where
follow.
he's going at all. I think where he's going is into an area that we have already said we're not going to go into.
I think we're prolonging the agony by interrupting him and never getting to the point
Finish
of
your
debating
statement.
with
Finish
the
your statement.
residents.
That's it. Finish your statement.
How disrespectful.
Okay. Is the possible loss of personal income the driving force behind the movement to unseat a good trustee? Today, as I read the agenda for tonight's meeting on the village website, there under new business and listed as item 6, slipped in between the purchase of a Ford F-250 truck and an agreement with the SEC Group Incorporated for Engineering Services was resolution determining trustee position vacant. How casual is that? Let's buy a truck. Let's have some engineering done. Oh, and by the way, let's not forget to kick a good man while he's down. At the last meeting, we heard the phrase infamous crimes bandied about quite often. In my mind, if this board removes Trustee Humpher or even attempts to remove him, that would be the true infamous crime here. A crime committed against Trustee Humpher as well as the people of Carpentersville he has served so well these past years. In closing, it is very fitting that today's meeting is being held on April the 1st, April Fool's Day. If the board commits this infamous crime of removing Trustee Humpher, the trustees who vote for the removal will be the fools, but the joke will be on the citizens of Carpentersville, who will be cheated out of one of their hardest working representatives that they have. I'm very proud to consider Paul Humpher my friend and to offer these few words in his support. Thank you for the opportunity to speak my mind. And God bless the United States of America.
Thank you.